High atop a jagged mountain, hidden from maps and memory, stored the monastery of steel winds. It was a place whispered about by travelers, said to hold ancient wisdoms and monks who could move like shadows and calm storms with a breath. Among the disciples training, there was a boy named Lian. Lian was not like the others. He had been found as a child abandoned near the mountain base with a twisted foot and a quiet spirit. Monks took him in with compassion, but while the others leaped across stones and trained in silence and strength, Lian struggled simply to walk without pain. Often watched them from the shadows, sparring, meditating, chanting. Each step they took forward in training reminded Lian of how still he felt in life. One evening, as the setting sun painted the courtyard in gold, Lian approached the Grand Master. Master, he asked softly, how can I walk the path when I can't take the steps? The master stared at him with kind eyes and replied only, some journeys are not taken with the feet, but with the flame that refuses to go out. Lian didn't understand, but he bowed respectfully and returned to his place by the eastern wall, watching, waiting, listening. Years passed. Lian did what he could, preparing tea, sweeping leaves, copying scrolls. He read more than the others. He watched more than the others. And though his body moved slower, his mind and heart moved with great care. Then, one winter night, the mountain was swallowed by a storm unlike any in living memory. The wind howled like beasts, lightning shattered trees, and freezing rain flooded the monastery paths. The monks rushed to rescue the halls and protect the sacred grounds. But amid the chaos, someone shouted, the scroll hall, the old scroll hall is flooding. Panic struck. The scroll hall was an ancient chamber holding knowledge passed down for generations, writings by sages long forgotten, maps of stars, lost poems, secrets of balance and breath. It sat at the far edge of the monastery, across a narrow wooden bridge, a bridge the storm had just torn away. The monks froze. There was no way across now, no way in. But Lian remembered something. Many seasons ago, while hiding from the cold, he had discovered a hidden tunnel beneath the monastery, an old maintenance passage, long sealed and forgotten. No one else had paid it any mind. No heart racing, he knew what he had to do. He didn't tell anyone. He limped to the supply room, grabbed small lantern and tied it around his wrist. He took a rope, wrapped it around his chest and disappeared into the dark. The tunnel was narrow, the stones were wet and jagged. Ice-cold water leaked at his legs as he crawled, sometimes on elbows, sometimes dragging himself by fingertips. Every inch scratched his skin. Every push made his joints cry out, but he did not stop. His body burned, his breath grew ragged, yet Lian pressed forward, not with steps, but with something deeper, resolve. Hours passed like years. When he finally reached the far end, he broke through a crumbling gate into the flooded scroll room. Water swirled around ancient shelves. Scrolls floated, sacred ink dissolving. With trembling hands, Lian pulled the driest ones from high shelves, wrapped them in cloth, tied them to his back. Then, slower than before, he began the return crawl. The weight of history up his spine, the light from his lantern flickering, barely clinging on. By dawn, soaked and shivering, covered in bruises and mud, Lian emerged into the main hall. The monks turned in silence as he staggered in, carrying the scrolls like treasure. The Grand Master stepped forward, eyes filled with something more than pride. "Oh, you have done what none of us could," he whispered. "But I didn't take a single step," Liam gasped, collapsing to his knees. The master knelt beside him, lifted his chin gently and said, "You have taken the most important journey, the one no one else saw, the one that began the moment you believed your stillness had strength." From that day, Lian was no longer the boy who couldn't walk fast. He was the monk who moved mountains, not with muscle, but with meaning.